Today, we're bringing you an alarming case of systemic racism, blatant misconduct, and the wrongful conviction of an innocent man. Chazz Jackson has been incarcerated since 2014 for a crime he did not commit, a human trafficking charge that was built on lies, racial stereotypes, and judicial failure. Here's what happened. In 2014, Chazz was falsely arrested by Anaheim PD Detective Paul Delgado without a warrant or probable cause. That's right, no warrant, no solid evidence, and no justifiable reason for his arrest. And yet, despite this clear violation of Chazz's rights, the case didn't just proceed once or twice, it was filed 3 times, an outright violation of California's two-dismissal rule under Penal Code Section 1387. That should have been the end of it, but it wasn't. In 2024, Chazz's new defense team took action, filing a motion under California's Racial Justice Act to finally expose the racism at the heart of his case. What they uncovered is beyond disturbing. It's a chilling example of how deep racial prejudice runs in our justice system. Judge Stephen Bromberg, the man presiding over Chazz's trial, blatantly introduced Chazz to the jury panel with the words, "You probably figured he's the defendant because he's African American and black." Yes, you heard that right. A sitting judge told the jury that Chazz's race was an indicator of guilt, on the record, in court. This is not just a slip of the tongue. This is racial bias in its rawest form, woven into the very fabric of Chazz's trial. And it didn't stop with the judge. Detective Paul Delgado and Lieutenant Craig Friesen perpetuated racial stereotypes throughout the trial, using dehumanizing, animalistic language to describe black men, implying that people like Chazz were inherently criminals. They painted a picture not based on evidence, but on racist assumptions. This isn't justice, it's a racist attack on an innocent man. Perhaps most infuriating, Chazz's case was dismissed twice before being wrongfully filed a third time. Under California's Penal Code Section 1387, this should have been illegal. But the courts ignored it, just as they ignored the systemic racism throughout Chazz's trial. Chazz has now spent 10 years behind bars, 10 years stolen from him, his family, and his future, not because he committed a crime, but because of the color of his skin. The evidence was irrelevant. The racial bias was clear. Yet Chazz was convicted anyway. But we are not giving up. In August 2024, Chazz's defense team fought back under the Racial Justice Act, revealing the racist underpinnings of his trial. The facts are undeniable. Chazz was convicted because of his race, not because of any actual crime. His conviction must be vacated and his case dismissed with prejudice. But Chazz's fight is far from over, and this isn't just about him. Each year, over 10,000 people are wrongfully convicted of serious crimes in the U.S., with prosecutorial misconduct playing a huge role. Racial injustice runs deep in our system, and it's destroying lives. Chazz's next chance at justice comes at his Racial Justice Act evidentiary hearing on October 25, 2024, at 9 a.m. in Orange County Superior Court. This is where we must raise our voices. We're calling on Judge Richard M. King, the California Attorney General Rob Bonta, Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer, and District Attorney Bradley D. Schoenleben to finally deliver justice. The facts are clear. The racial bias is undeniable. It's time to vacate Chazz's conviction and dismiss this case once and for all. Chazz Jackson is an innocent man who has suffered for too long. This is not just a fight for his freedom, but a fight against racial injustice in our legal system. We cannot stand by while lives are destroyed by systemic racism. It's time to make our voices heard. We need your help. Sign the petition, share this video, and spread the word. Together, we can ensure that Chazz Jackson gets the justice he deserves and that no one else has to face such unimaginable injustice.